class component level, how it is going to executed, we are going to see one example. Okay, so how to do this one? I'm going to develop in the one simple project. This project main intention is what? React JS life cycle. I'm going to providing here what are the life cycle methods are available: class component and functional component, life cycle methods, examples we are going to see that one. Okay, so that is the purpose. Simple example steps I'm going to focusing here. I hope everyone is joined. Someone is log in, log out. Network issue na React JS. I'm going to providing here life cycle uh, methods example. Okay, this is the application. So this application level, first step is what? We need to create a project, right? So step number 1, create a React.js project. So how to create React.js project? npx create -react-app space. I'm going to providing here what? Life cycle methods. That is my project name. Life cycle methods. This is the way we are going to creating this. This one I need to use. Go to my workspace. This is my workspace. Here I need to open the command prompt. I'm going to using the command prompt and apply the first command. It takes time, right? That is the reason I'm going to provide this command is immediately. Okay, so it is creating the project structure. That is step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 2. Create a class component within SRC components folder. Anything. For example, just checking purpose, SRC components level, you can create one student.js class component. Okay, class component. That class component level, we are going to use in the constructor render method we are using, and we are using the component will mount, component did mount, and a change state, and component will receive props. Should component update, component will update, component did update, like that. Class level lifecycle hooks, lifecycle methods we are going to use it. So that is the main intention. So once it is creating the project, we are going to do after that copy paste that one, so that we can able to understand how it is going to working. Okay, so this component, once it is created, this component we are going to call root component level. Step number 3, call student component into root component. That is nothing but a what? App.js level. We need to call that one. After that, step number 4, run the application. So for that running purpose, I'm using npm start. It is going to get the information. So here, once project structure is created, we are going to concentrating on what? Student component, SRC level. After that, we are going to see each and every method, how it is going to working. It depends. First time whenever you are using, it takes time. Uh, Based on your internet speed and based on your laptop CPU capacity, it is going to take the time. Okay. So while creating the React.js project, internet is required. Offline, you can able to execute, but creation time is required internet. Once it is created, after that internet is disconnected, also not a problem. But whenever you are using the CDN links, instead of using library installation npm through, you need to install. Instead of doing that one, if you are using Bootstrap CDN link, it may not work. Why? Because without internet it is not working. CDN links are required what? Internet. Okay. So that is also you need to remember that one. Right. So it is going to creating almost project structure. Now this is switching to the project location. Next to open the Visual Studio Code. These steps you know, right? Regularly we are using these kind of steps. Now go to the SRC and create in the folder components. Within that, I'm going to creating here student.js. This is what class component, right? React, we are going to using what? Class component. So we need to export this one. We need to export this one, ignore this one. Here we need to export. If you want to use props also, you need to specify. Otherwise, you can use RCE, RCE you can use, and you can provide the props. Constructor level and all, you need to provide this one. This is the way we are going to get class component. Here, lifecycle method is I'm going to adding constructor is also one kind of lifecycle method, right? So that's the reason I'm going to providing here constructor level. We are going to pass the props. We are going to passing here props. This is the way we need to provide compulsory constructor whenever I'm using super keyword is also required. So that's the reason props I'm going to define here. And I need to define here class component level state. We are going to using state equal to. I need to provide here what? Hello. We need to provide within the even you can use hello colon and quotations level. I'm going to providing here what? Gucci ID like that. I'm going to pass it this one. This is the one state value we are defined. The state value, if I want to change, I need to use what? This dot change state equal to this dot change state. Okay, that value I need to bind to this option. Okay, this change state level, wherever I'm going to change in the state value, that state value is affected this state. So that is the purpose bind method also we are going to define. That is the class component, functional component level. It is not required all these kind of things. Here I'm going to providing one heading React.js class components life cycles methods. That is the heading I'm going to provide it. After that, I need to provide here h3 tag I'm going to using, and I'm going to providing hello. That state value I need to access this dot state dot hello. I'm going to using so that the state value we are getting here. The state value I need to change. So that is the purpose button. Why I'm going to providing all these kind of things is different kind of stages level, different kind of life cycle methods are executed, right? So that there is a small functionality I'm going to add it here. Small functionality I'm provided here. Uh, click here. So here I need to provide the event, right? What is the event I need to provide? On click event. On click event I'm going to providing this on click event level, this dot change state I'm going to call it. This is the way we are going to provide the small functionality. Once it is finishing this one, return method is over. I need to provide here life cycle methods. What are the method? First one is component will mount. Component, see this one, what are the life cycle methods are it is available, it is going to display this. See this one. So component will mount is deprecated. Strike it out means deprecated. See that definition and all everything it is going to showing here. Please see whenever I'm going to using control space, it is displaying, and you can see this one. Code immediately before mounting occurs and before component render. Avoid introducing any side effects or subscription in this method. Note the presence of get a snapshot before update or get a derived. See, this is the deprecated version number React version 16.3. People are not at all using. Use component did mount or the constructor instead. Will stop working in React 17. React 17. Now React 18 we are using. So this kind of life cycle method is not working React 17 level. So this kind of knowledge is also you need to aware. Some methods, latest versions level life cycle methods are not working. Suppose if interviewer is asking what is your project version, you are going to say React 16. You are not saying immediately latest version, right? So your project is built on 16. Then what are the lifecycle methods are working? Suppose what are the lifecycle methods are deprecated in the latest version. Like that people are asking. So that is the reason you need to check like this. Your life cycle methods are available. Sir, it is strike out means it is not working. Whether it is working fine or not, we need to check. How to check? I'm going to using here just this method whether it is working fine or not. We need to check. So just I'm going to writing here what simple console dot log. I'm going to using. I'm going to specify here component will mount. Just I'm going to provide in the message. Whenever it is executed, we are not at all calling explicitly. Implicitly, it is going to execute it automatically. Similarly, we need to provide component did mount. How to use component did mount. Whenever it is executed, I want to check this one console.log, and I'm going to providing here component did mount. So whether it is executed or not, this lifecycle methods we need to test. That is the purpose I'm writing each and every one. Okay. Here you can call the change state kind of method. That method I'm going to using this dot set state. We need to change the state. Here I'm going to providing a state is I need to provide here hello. Within that I need to provide right. Hello is the property. That property value I need to define something. We are learning a React JS course. This is the message I'm going to changing. Whatever the society like that message initially state level it is there, that value. Whenever I'm going to click the button, it is going to change it. After changing something, you need to execute lifecycle methods. Okay. So here, that is the purpose I'm going to use saying component will receive props. Component will receive props. See, this is the deprecated. This is also deprecated. So like that, you need to check what are the latest version level lifecycle methods are working, what are not working. This is the way you need to check. This is the task for the day. Guys, please check what are the lifecycle methods are available. Sir, if I'm not using lifecycle methods, is there any problem? No problem. According to your requirement, some functionalities we need to execute. Otherwise, you can write your own method and you need to call use effect level or component did mount level. That is working fine. Okay, but you need to aware what are the as a React developer, what are the life cycling methods are available. That is the purpose only I'm going to explaining here. Receive props. Will receive props. Just checking purpose. We need to observe whenever I'm going to call this component to the root component, go to the console, go to the inspect and console, check that one. What are the statements are? It is going to printing. What are not printing? Why? Because some kind of life cycle methods are deprecated. Next, you need to use what? Should component update. So here we need to provide console.log. I'm going to providing here what? Component. Here should update, right? We need to should update kind of message console level I'm going to providing. Just we are going to checking purpose. Even you can able to pass here component should update level. You can able to pass new props and a new state. You can able to provide that one and return here basically based on that it is going to return true like that boolean value also you can able to return that one. Okay, similarly component will update. Okay, component did update like that life cycle methods are available. Component did update. Here we need to provide console.log. I'm going to providing here component did update. Next, another one is component will unmount. Component will mount is there here. Will unmount. Here console.log and we need to provide here what? Component will unmount. So this is the way you can check all the life cycle methods. Main intention is what are the life cycle methods are available, which phase level it is executed. That awareness is important. This kind of function level according to the project requirement while maintaining, while updating, while unmaintaining, different kind of stages level, different kind of life cycle methods people are going to using. But these class component life cycle methods nowadays people are not using. In case if you are working on older versions, you need to aware when it is executed this kind of method. Requirement according to you need to add the functionality. Just I'm using here console.log. But real-time level, console.log place level, whatever the functionality is required, how we are going to implement the update to delete to create to right which functionalities how we are going to providing according to that you need to provide the functionality. But these kind of life cycle methods available like that you need to aware these are the life cycle methods that knowledge awareness purpose I'm showing this one. Okay, go to this app.js. Here logo I'm going to remove this one and I'm going to using what here header part I'm going to remove this one. Okay, header part I'm removing. Here I need to call what? Student component. I'm going to call this one. Save it. To check lifecycle methods are executed or not. That is the purpose npm start. npm start. So whenever I'm going to using start, it is going to start the application. Start the application means that project level node modules libraries it is going to verify and create in the React server and automatically it is open the browser, right? That browser level nothing is showing. Why? Because we are not displaying, we are displaying header tag, right? H1, H3 button, we are going to provide it, right? State value, we are going to provide it. That information it is displaying, right? It is displaying this one. And you can check here, inspect, go to the inspect, go to the console, See, life cycle methods, what are it is executed, component did mount, component will unmount, component did mount. That means that the initialization stage level only it is executed, right? Here state value I'm going to changing here. See, whenever I'm going to changing some more it is executed again. Okay. See, so if you are going to observe, component did update is executed. Okay. Suppose if I'm going to destroy this kind of component, that means if you are deleting or if you are going to stopping, automatically it is executed, will unmount also. Okay. So like that, it is going to execute at different stages level, but all are not necessary to use each and every component level. According to the requirement, you need to use that one. Sir, we need to focus, more clarity is required. You are explaining, you are writing, and you are executing that one, okay, fine. But more elaborately it is required, where it is I'm going to get this information. See this one, React.js org site is there, right? You can open that one first. Open that one. Here you can see learn React. Okay. Here you can able to see, here it is going to showing the using hooks. This is the functional component. Functional component. Why? Because latest version level class component lifecycle methods are not there. So how I'm going to use in the class component level lifecycle methods. Similarly, you can use functional component level lifecycle methods. So those lifecycle methods information, when it is executed, how it is executed, right? So what kind of hooks it is available, that information, everything it is available. Okay, or else you can go to here directly, you can type React.js functional component lifecycle hooks docs. If I am going to click this one, it is going to get using the effect hooks or introducing hooks. This is the way it is going to get this one. If I'm going to open this one, see, it is going to provide it. Video also it is available. Okay, this is the functional component level information. So today you people need to go through this one and complete all the functional component information also. Why I'm not at all writing that functional components? We are already using use state, we are using use effect, we are using, right? Use navigate I'm using, right? So like that, different kind of things in the Redux concept level also we are using. So that is the reason I'm asking to go through this kind of video and try to understand. I'm going to sharing this one into the Teams chat. Teams chat. Please spend the time. Please spend the time and go through this one and see this one version. Version number is what? 18.2. That is the latest version. Suppose if you want to go back to the older version, you need to change here. Change log is available. You can click this one. What are the version is required? See this one. These are all versions. Sir, what are the version changes are there? How do you know that one? So these are the change logs. Sometimes center is asking the question. What is the difference between React 16 and React 8? Then how do you know that one? Sir, I'm not able to remember exactly, but few of things I know, but I'm regularly following React.js org site level change logs. Suppose if I want to check any kind of changes based on the version, I'm opening this one and I'm going to check in the logs. This is the answer, is right answer. Sir, I'm not able to recollecting in this particular point of time, but I know how to check the version differences. Why? Because React.js is providing the docs level, each and every version level, what kind of changes are available, change log through. I'm understanding according to my project, my project React version. I'm going to checking the change log. That is the answer. Change log. See this one. This is the documentation is providing the information. With the help of that information, I'm going to provide the implementation. This is the kind of things. Okay. So new features are added. What are the new features are there in the React version? See, use ID. You can just go through this one. Whenever you have a time, just go through this one so that you can get the more clarity. More clarity, you can get that one. Okay. So this is the way we are going to check in the change versions. Even some people are going to thinking each and every topic related notes, if it is available, that is better understanding. I will give that one, but here also it is available. That site is also providing some tutorial. This is the concepts. Each and every concept content is there. Where my right side is there. See this one. What we are building, what is the prerequisite is there, right? And what is the React overview. See this one. This content you can check. You can check this content. Okay. So each and everything it is available. Okay. Just to go through this one.